My name's RG, and today we're back with the You'll Never Guess What Happened series, where we attempt different fun and silly challenges, and track how they go. In the last episode, I played 10 games using only the charged shotgun, which definitely wasn't an easy challenge. But in today's video, we're stepping it up a level, as this time, I'll be using only hunting rifles. Yep, you heard that right. So, let's jump straight into the gameplay. So heading into this first game, I was hoping for a quiet start at the orchard, where I'd be able to find myself a hunting rifle and get myself some materials. However, the marauders are here to ensure that my start will be anything but quiet. And what makes matters worse is that before I can get away from them, I get pushed by a player.
Oh my god.
This is not how I wanted the match to start, especially with me running out of materials. But thankfully, this player isn't someone I should be worried about.
Oh my god. Oh, piss off.
They just won't leave me alone, so reluctantly, I decided to fight them.
Oh my god. Bitch.
Later that game, I found myself near Risky Reels, and there were players fighting up ahead, so I head straight for them. Okay, I can't hit a shot, and unfortunately, it's not about to get any better, as another player gets involved in the fight. I would love to have a shotgun right now, especially when I've run out of materials.
Oh, it's too hard.
Ever since the start of this season, people have been delighted to see the return of the hunting rifle.
Oh, it's in.
And I was happy as well, as I always like there to be variety with the loot pool. But in all honesty, I never actually used the hunting rifles. I barely used them in Chapter 1, and I've not used them since they were brought back, as they don't fit my playstyle. And frankly, I've never been too good with them. But with the hipfire accuracy now better than it used to be, I was hoping that I'd be able to get a few no-scope kills. Somehow, I'm able to make it to the final 3 players without getting into a single fight. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting to get any high kill wins, but I need to get at least 1 kill.
Oh, yes.
Look at these weapons. It's really tempting, but I can't cheat. So now, it's just me versus the final player, and I couldn't be in a much worse position. I don't have any materials left. My opponent has high ground, and my only weapons are 2 hunting rifles, so it's not looking good. And when my opponent starts to drop down, trying to find me, it's looking like my death is about to follow. Okay, so at this point, I got so excited about winning that I somehow pulled out my headset. Sorry about that, but can you blame me?
Oh my god. I fucking disagree. How have I won that? Yes.
I definitely wasn't expecting to get a win during this challenge, but for me to have gotten one already is kind of insane and completely unexpected. In the third game, I found myself pinched between 2 players. This will be a tricky position, even if I was using normal weapons, but when you've only got a hunting rifle, it's the last place I want to be. But I do my best to make it work.
Oh.
With the circle quite far away, I decide to just get to the circle, as I don't want to be trapped in the storm. But I spot a player really close by. Build fighting with a hunting rifle is not what I want to be doing right now, and none of my shots are connecting. Thankfully, my opponent decides to run away, and with him having his back turned, this gives me the chance of getting some free hits. During this challenge, I try to ensure that I've got at least 2 hunting rifles, preferably 3, as well as 2 heals. Having 2 or 3 hunting rifles was really important, as I found it difficult to hit shots. So by swapping between hunting rifles, it would increase my rate of fire, which would give me more chances to hit a shot. Later that game, I make it to the final 7 players, and decide to push an unsuspecting player up ahead. But unfortunately, another player decides to get involved, and he's got the shockwave launcher and a charged shotgun.
Oh my god.
I'm really weak, and run out of materials, but I've got to get to the circle. And when the storm starts to move in, I panic and jump down.
No. Oh, I'm a bot. Oh my god, I forgot I was on low health. Oh my god.
Let's pretend that didn't happen. All season, I've been complaining about getting hunting rifles in my first chest, as it was practically a death sentence. But this is the one occasion where I'd actually be happy with that. Although in fairness, I'm not sure if I'd have done any worse using just my pickaxe, as I couldn't hit a shot.
Oh, it's too hard.
As much as I'd have liked to go around no-scoping players, that was certainly easier said than done. In fact, any sort of close quarters fights were a nightmare. I didn't have a problem with build fighting players, but you can only build for so long, and if you can't hit a shot, then you're always gonna die.
Fucking hell.
In game 6, I decided to land at the Orchard again. With there being plenty of loot, I'm basically guaranteed to come out of here with at least 2 hunting rifles and full shield. However, before I can get looted up, I start receiving attention from the Marauders once again.
What? Oh my god. What the fuck?
Eventually, I'm able to get my hands on a hunting rifle, but by this time, I'm already very weak, and the Marauders won't leave me alone.
You're having a laugh right now.
Naturally, with the Marauders generating a lot of noise, this attracts a lot of attention. This is not a position I want to be in right now, as any sort of close quarters engagement has me at a significant disadvantage.
Oh. Well done. I had a fucking hunting rifle.
Back when I did the sniper only challenge, I thought that was the hardest challenge I would ever face, as it's really difficult to use snipers close range. However, I would say that using only hunting rifles is even more difficult, as a body shot does less than 100 damage, meaning that hitting someone in the body is unlikely to kill someone, even if they don't have any shield. So really, I need to be aiming for the head, which takes a lot more skill. In game 7, I found myself fighting a player at the Orchard, but I'm finding it difficult to connect with any of my shots. Eventually, I'm able to break his shield, but unfortunately, my kill is stolen from me.
You dickhead! Why?
Determined to get revenge for my stolen kill, I begin to build fight my opponent. Again, none of my shots are connecting, but thankfully, it wasn't necessary. Shortly after, I spot another player nearby. I build up, and finally, I'm able to connect with a nice little headshot.
Oh! Oh!
I was happy with that one. I'm able to make it to the final 3 players. Could I be about to get another victory royale?
Oh well, okay.
I guess not. When you're only using hunting rifles, you can't play too aggressively, as close range engagements are borderline impossible. Because of this, I tried to keep my engagements to long distance whenever I could, but obviously that wasn't always possible, especially when players would push me. Typically, this would descend into a game of cat and mouse, which rarely ended well.
Oh my god.
In game 9, whilst upgrading my hunting rifle, I hear footsteps near me. The fight starts off well. However, with the hunting rifle doing under 100 base damage, it means that my opponent still has shield. So if I'm going to kill him, then I'll need to connect with 2 more body shots, or a headshot, which isn't easy. And I'm sent back to the lobby yet again.
Oh, fuck.
So finally, we've reached game 10, and I think it's fair to say that this is the hardest challenge I've ever faced. Back when I did the sniper only challenge, I found that really hard, but back then, traps were still in the game, which was so helpful. However, with traps no longer in the game, it made this challenge way more difficult, as it meant that I had to rely purely on my hunting rifle skill, which was sorely lacking. And with the game being out for 3 years, the Fortnite player base has never been more skilled. So going into any fight with a significant disadvantage is unlikely to end well, with Game 10 being more proof of this.
Oh.
So that's the end of the 10 games. This hunting rifle only challenge is without doubt the hardest challenge I've ever done. So I'm really happy that we somehow managed to get a win, as well as a few nice kills. But I think it's fair to say that I'll never be attempting this challenge ever again, as that was a painful experience for me. But I hope it was still fun to watch. So, have you ever attempted the hunting rifle only challenge? And what do you prefer to use? Hunting rifles or snipers? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to support me as a content creator, then feel free to use my creator code, which is on the screen now. So anytime you buy something in the item shop and use my code, it will go directly towards supporting the channel, which will be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye.